Alright guys, welcome back for some more of my reaction series to Adeli's Let's Play of Destiny the Ywkls. Still in the middle of the true final dungeon. Now we'll see how this puzzle is solved because, yeah, looking back at my old video, I just fell right through. So I wonder what has changed exactly. Let us see.
Hey guys,
Hat for this video is Shaman Skyform.
Adelie here, and I'm back, and yeah, I finally figured out what I had to do here. First thing we're gonna do is bombos these guys just so they stop annoying us. Yep. So, let's go to Furore after all, and the cane. So this is a thing. Yeah, you can't see it. You can't see the block, but if you do it through the grate, it will drop onto the switch. Yeah, that's...
Okay, so I may have had a bug.
And yeah, as I said, it's different from when Ywkls. He just was able to walk through the grate.
I fell, yeah. Okay, so yeah. He did something.
So yeah, now we have all the keys, so I'm just gonna go...
You can jump that.
Back to Winterchill.
That's,
and back to Nehru.
That's the cheap way.
I got all the rest of the keys. And
It's
so
time
you'll
to
be
go.
seeing a few areas we've already been through, but
Yeah, so
Right.
apparently mine was unintended.
Move my ass.
Haul ass.
Just go. There's no reason. But you do want to go to Furore here, because you can't in the next area.
It locks every time, huh?
And you do have to kill these dudes to progress. There we go. Jeez.
Oh, you're on a different file.
And there we are. And get back on the bola, because it's useful.
It's the only thing useful.
Killing you dudes. Come on. Sometimes it can be hard to tell where those guys are. Sheesh. Good. Oh, hey, two for the price of one, Grandma. And we're gonna go back to Furore, just long enough to bola this dude. Sheesh. Okay. And then to Din, actually, because, yeah. Thank you.
And that's all you need to worry
I'm just
about.
gonna ignore all you guys.
You don't need to fight them.
Okay.
Alright.
And just leave you behind. And these dudes. Thank you. Don't know why sometimes I can get stuff and sometimes I can't. Just die. Thank you. Alright. Nehru. And our last key here. Yay! So this is... Jeez. So here's a fun thing. The last time I tried to record this, I got all the way through the episode, beat the final boss, discovered I was not recording. I just have had one technical difficulty after another with this quest.
Like, yeah. Stop switching when you don't need it.
I keep doing that when I want to hit R. Alright. And here we are. Yeah. So, that's a thing. Yeah. I probably should have saved, but we're recording. It'll probably be okay. Yeah. So, let's just, go take on the final boss. Yep, okay. Quick check. Night's Glow, that's fine. Right, I can't switch here. I can switch here. That's fine. And, I want to go to the Powder Keg and Orb of Unity. I don't expect to use the Orb of Unity much, but... Can you guess who our final boss is? What? What is going on? I can sense a great and terrible evil. We are what you will become, Ywkls. It is your fate to give in to the power you sense. When you do, nothing will be impossible for you. All you must do is surrender. What could possibly motivate us to do that? The power you serve has threatened 3 different lands and corrupted a 4th. What good could giving in to your demands do? Our master controls all of reality. You are merely insects by comparison. Anything you have done to oppose us, we permitted, because it suited our purposes. Everything has led you to this point, where the future will be forged. If that is the case, then are we not in control of what course we take? Become like you, slave for a force of evil, or fighters for the weak, the powerless. If our decisions can determine how things will turn out, then it is up to us to make the right ones. You may have succumbed to the darkness, but we never will. Even if you win, we won't lose. The final seal preventing the return of our master will be broken at last. If you insist on standing in our way, then we have no choice but to destroy you. We have been asked to do the impossible, but if we fail, then everything is at risk. Your actions can't be tolerated. Our future is at stake. We have no choice but to act. You say that what will take place is set in stone. We can't accept that. If it is possible for us to become you, then we can also choose not to do that. We are the only ones who can determine our destiny. Okay, so, Yep.
You're gonna do it this way?
Alright, so Trirova here. Whoops. She is weak to the Oracle she's currently mimicking. Okay. Oh, shit. No, you actually want to be Nehru for this. There we go. She is at her weakest when she is doing that attack. But so far as I know, the only weapon that can harm her in that state is Nehru's, arrows. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it this way. Well, dang, I guess
keep an eye on your health and keep it up. Since I'm using a lot of, Okay.
She's gonna frequently change.
Okay.
I
you
guess
really,
she's had her
really
weakness with
want
Nehru.
to. Okay. Okay, just.
You're never gonna get a chance to attack with full roar. Health, 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 health.
Oh,
Oh my
shit,
god,
shit.
watch your health!
So much for that. Alright. Let's try that again. I will cut out all the other crap. Oh good, you don't have to go through that shit again.
Never. That's you problem.
Like I said, keep an eye on your health.
Yeah, tell yourself that.
Ouch.
Poor peripheral vision. I'm just pointing it out.
If you can bait her into doing...
I just always stood as Din and just did damage to her whenever.
you know, one of these longer attacks sometimes. You can get... Bitch really likes to teleport, unfortunately.
Has she always done 20 damage? I thought it was always 10. Probably don't remember. Health.
I suggest you stay on the healing item as much as you can.
Aurora is just the weakest to fight with. She has no offensive things except the bola. And even then, she doesn't have time to attack her own
And
form.
just...
Yeah, this is why
I'm not real fond of this boss, I should mention.
I mean...
Mostly because I feel like she's... cheap difficulty. Because she changes to be whoever
You're
is
not.
strong against.
But I didn't even do that much damage either.
The character you currently are. Okay, good. There we go, that's nice.
Uh-oh. Oh, I thought for a moment you were gonna get the glitch. Yeah, the glitch I got, I didn't want it. Don't know why you did that. Seems like when she goes down there, she's rather vulnerable.
Just like I said, keep an eye on your health.
Tell yourself that.
just... Okay, right. Ah,
What do
damn
you
it.
keep changing? Fix that controller. See,
Really?
join a key. That's the problem. I'm not gonna keep yelling at it. Don't use Zelda Classic's innate controller thing. It doesn't work. Especially if you have two things mapped to one button.
Just...
This problem sort of reminds me of Tower of Courage with the boss I had there. He had random attacks that you didn't know he was going to use. This one is just outright spiting you. I mean, I know I've praised the quest and I'm going to stick by it. Just finish her off. Just wait for her to hope. I mean, I understand health.
And there we go. At last, the fated hour has arrived. We would thank you for your help, Oracles. Our master is finally free. Oops. Were they right? Is this the end? Don't talk like that. The goddesses who made our homes would not have guided us here if there was no hope. Look! The barrier between realities is coming apart. Grimlord is launching an attack! Oh boy, that's obscure. At first, there was nothing. Who is there? Show yourself! Then, in a blaze of light, a new being emerged. With her power, all that would be was given form. Her name was Hylia. You're the one who caused all of this. We will stop you, just like your servants. You have no idea what I am, do you? When light shines, darkness also takes shape. Just as her ascension gave your home's form, mine also was born. But Hylia feared my power, and so concocted a plan to keep me imprisoned. Her scheme succeeded, and for a time I slept. But in time, across the many planes of reality, eventually I was freed. By you. What? But you had already struck Hyrule, Holodrum, and Labrynna before we arrived. How could we possibly be the ones who set you loose? To quote a celebrity of my acquaintance, if you don't have a headache, you don't understand time travel. You hold the answers in your grasp, child. The essences of time can be used to reach any point in history. If you think about what that means, you will realize the truth. I think I understand. If you can be brought back, once it happens, you can use them to travel through time and set in motion the events which caused all of this. Ted, remember a trash can. I mean, it makes about as much sense as the rest of this time travel stuff. Precisely. And now I must leave you. My fate is to rule every part of the universe. I owe you a debt for your actions, Oracles, so I will allow you to live, knowing that you have doomed everyone. So, I'm thinking this is actually demise. Ywkls said it wasn't Ganon, basically. We can't give up yet. If that creature can use this power, we should also be able to. Ferrore is right. We just have to go far enough into the past to make sure that none of this ever takes place. I think it is working. And the credits. Tile sent. Dance of Remembrance, Hybrid. Testers, Epsilon ZX, Epi, Zolius, Mooch, Runiker, Judas Rising. Minor testers, Dimentio, Space Poet, Master Link, Shoshan the Elegant, Lord Kronos, Gendalf, Deem. Script assists, Venrob, Moosh, Zoria RPG, Leges, Russ, Avon, Dimentio. Borrowed scripts: Mero, Leges, Moosh, Safith, Joel23, Justin, Rust, Colossal, Moscow Modder, Zoria RPG. Primary music advisor, SC Knuckles. Yes! Sprite contributor, Ptuck7. Script inspiration, Lut, Pastille of Rohan, Binks, Mitsukara, Zaxarone, SC Knuckles, Alucard648,
I don't remember coming up with any
Moosh,
sprites.
Russ. Music, Pure ZC Artists, VG Music. Sound effects, Help the Wretched. Great name. Other contributors, Binks, Xenomics. Imported tiles by Anthus, Yue, Moon, Nemu, Pepe's Style, Chaos Miles 7, Epona4, Silverbolt, Lord Zymoth, George R691, Masterlink, Gus Print, Keaton Girl 13, Vati, Shred Mako, Bacon, Daz, Shadow Kami, Bucket Boy, Spriter Trooper, Davius, Darth RPG, Bruce Juice, Explosion Makes Boom, I like that name, Roxfan13, Soga, Crimson Penguin, I like that name too, Alex Mauricio 407, and other Spriters resource artists. Special thanks, Luspion, for breaking me out of my slump without meaning to. Epsilon ZX, for regularly testing and making suggestions to improve the overall quality of the quest. SC Knuckles, for agreeing to help select the music for this quest, which I always find hard. Also for looping a good deal of the soundtrack correctly. Ptuck7, for creating a lot of sprites for the project without being asked to, and making suggestions on the development of the quest. Epi, for testing the quest not once or twice, but at least 4 times, and making me increase enemy variety. Z-Script Group, for teaching me more about how this process worked than I ever knew was possible. Pure ZC Community, for waiting 5 years for me to finally get around to finishing this. Nintendo, for making the Legend of Zelda series. This game has been a dream. Nothing you saw was real, and thus there is no reason to sue us. Please look into this little red light and have a nice day. Did I just get flashy-thinged by the credits? This is a strange place. Where could we possibly be? Termina. That's actually a really good recreation of Clocktown Square. You must be the Ywkls. We've been expecting you. Are you friend or foe?
I'm just now catching on to that.
Like you, we have been chosen to fight the great evil that has arisen in this land. How did you know that we were coming? Perhaps I can best explain that. Princess Zelda, what are you doing here? After you left Hyrule, I found a record in our archives of what took place in Labrynna, how you fought against those who had struck my home and yours, and about the need to gather those who would be called upon to bring an end to this struggle. With the Harp of Ages, I was able to come here and begin the task of gathering others like you that were willing to take a stand against the darkness. Of those chosen, you are the last to arrive. What about the hero? Is he all right? With your aid, he can recover his full strength. So, what do you need for us to do? Come with me, and I will show you. But hurry, for our foe will not rest until he has shattered all of our dreams. To be concluded. But not in the next quest. The next quest is, Remembrance of Shadows, and we'll talk about Marin, who we saw there.
Again.
So, yeah, that was pretty impressive. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. There will be a bonus episode where I go check out some of the stuff that you can do after the after you've beaten the game, and after stuff that unlocks true actual post-game stuff, completely optional. So we will do that in the bonus episode. After that, I'm going to take my usual short break, and then I think my next game will be Transaruby, which is a Metroidvania a friend of mine recommended. Obviously, I'll have to do my research and practice phase just to be sure I can play it before I actually take that on. But we'll see that in a bit. So, I want to say, this quest was a ton of fun to do. I had my problems with it because nothing's perfect, but I really, really enjoyed it, and I'm really glad Ywkls pointed me in its direction. It's certainly a lot bigger than the other two. This is episode 54, as opposed to 14 episodes of Balance of Nature and 27 of Passage Through Time.
I did more.
Little larger quest. Yeah. I've been enjoying the story. I I really had a very good time doing this. So I'm glad you guys all came along with me. So I will see you next time for the bonus episode, then my usual break, and then I'll be back with probably Transaruby. So have a great evening, and good night.
She definitely did that fight a lot longer than what I did. Well, actually, she did it more complicated than I did. Because all I did was stick with Din and just tank it and just hope she changed. Well, I guess we're going to check out this bonus episode, guys, and see how it goes. And then that'll probably be the end there. So join us next time, guys, for for what I'm assuming to be the conclusion of my reaction series to Adelie's Let's Play of Destiny of the Ywkls, which shall be to be concluded.